What's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
And it's the craziest job requirements ever.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think either of us can be flight attendants.
You know what? I don't want to be a flight attendant.
But you like to travel, though.
I like to travel, but I feel like they put up with so much stuff. Like, I'm only on one flight, and I can see, like, the craziness going on with, like, the demands and people kind of sometimes being rude to them and whatever. And
right. And
so, I mean, I don't know if I could just, like, you know, be trapped on a metal flying object with these guys, and because I'd be like, I want to throw you out.
This article is talking about if you do want to become a flight attendant, it's actually harder than you think because there's a lot of strict requirements.
Which a lot of people want to be flight attendants, especially girls.
Yeah,
I feel like in Asia.
Definitely.
Because, you know, I think in a lot of Asian countries, well, I know for a fact in China, in Japan, I think in Korea, I don't know for sure, but these are like very
touted positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in China, they literally had beauty pageants to decide their flight attendants. You didn't see those before? They literally will have beauty pageants where like they line these girls up by the thousands.
Wow.
To apply for like, I don't know, 2 positions.
Here's some of the requirements you need to become a flight attendant, and we're talking about for some of the world's major airlines, like for Qatar Airways, right? You have to have an arm stretch of 84 inches while on tippy toes. That's 7 feet.
That's pretty tall.
That's really tall. They're just saying while on tippy toes, you got to be able to reach 84 inches, which I guess is
the overhead.
The overhead compartment.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. So you can't be too short, but they also said you can't be too tall so that you bump into it and you have to duck.
It's true.
So you got to have a range.
Convenient. Yeah.
So this other airline, Ryanair, has a requirement of between 5'2" and 6'2".
That's a big range.
That's a foot. I mean, 5'2", you can't reach any. I mean, right? If you're 5'2", you're not gonna reach anything. So that's kind of weird. And you have to be in proportion, meaning you can't be overweight.
That's basically what they're saying.
And you can't be underweight, I guess, because this is really interesting. If you're talking about weight, the requirement, they usually measure it in body mass index, which is a very arbitrary measurement. You know, you basically are only measuring your weight and your height, and you're not taking into account your muscle. Like, you have muscles, so you might actually be overweight,
right?
But you're not, because it's muscle. So it's a really arbitrary number. But what's interesting is that, like, for example, for Malaysia Airlines, they're saying you need if you're a woman, you need a BMI between 22 to 25, and for men it's 25 to 28. So we just looked up the BMI index, and basically 22 to 25 is normal weight for a woman. So if you're 5'2", when I was 5'6", when I was typing in, if you're a girl, you're 5'6", you could weigh up to like 145 pounds. If you're 5'6". For a guy, if you're 6'2", you can weigh up to 200 to 220 pounds. Because for a guy, you could be a little bit overweight, which is what 25 to 28 is.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's because you also have to lift stuff, so you can't be like a skinny model. That's why they don't hire skinny models.
For Air Asia, for example, for eyesight, they want people with excellent eyesight. But they can't allow, you're able to wear contacts, but you cannot wear glasses. Come to think of it, I've never really seen flight attendants with glasses.
Yeah, I've never seen either. I mean, why? Because it's cumbersome? Like, why
Maybe
can't you
it
wear
falls
glasses?
off. I don't know. In turbulence, if that happens, and they can't, their eyesight
maybe
will be impaired.
Maybe because if it breaks by accident, it's a sharp object.
Yeah,
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, okay, so your eyesight's got to be good.
Now, here's something that people don't really think about. You need additional training. And we're not just talking about, customer service or whatever. For example, if you're flying on Brazil Airlines, because Brazil is in the jungle, and if there happens to be an emergency landing, you actually need to undergo jungle training.
So is Bear Grylls the instructor?
It's like, yeah, are you basically learning how to build a hut like Tarzan? But actually, it says that part of the training is you need to use debris to build a makeshift lavatory.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Lavatory? Why can't I just poop in the jungle?
That's what I'm thinking.
Why do you need a lavatory?
You crash land in the jungle.
The last thing you're worried about is some privacy when you go pee.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm crash landing in the jungle, that airplane's my lavatory. Okay, I'm done. And then, like we were saying before, strength. You have to be able to lift certain weights up and above your head as well. So for WestJet, it requires that you have to lift 50 pounds, at least 50 pounds from the ground up, and then 22 pounds above your head, which makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, you got heavy bags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be like, excuse me, sir, can you help me with that? And he's like, I can't. It's too heavy.
EasyJet ask their applicants to be good swimmers.
Makes sense too.
So they need to be able to tread water for at least a minute, which I think is pretty easy.
Yeah. It's pretty easy. I mean, on the case that, you
Yeah.
land on the water, okay. General health, some airlines like Alaskan Airlines requires that people are nicotine free for at least 6 months. So
No
you
smoking.
basically can't smoke.
Yeah. There's some crazy grooming requirements. Virgin Atlantic, male and female must attend a groom school.
Groom school.
What is a groom school?
Teaches you how to groom. You would need this, bro, because I mean, you're not a messy dude. You're pretty clean. You just don't really pay that much attention to extra stuff.
I'm a dude.
You're a dude.
I'm a dude's dude.
But hey, we like Virgin. If you want to be a Virgin crew, you better go to school for that.
That's why I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
Virgin Atlantic crew member.
For Emirates Airlines, women actually, they have to have only 3 shades of nail color. One is natural, one is French, which is natural with the white line. Don't ask me how I know that. And the other one is, never got that before, but anyways, don't ask me how I know that. And the other one is the color that matches their lipstick. So they're only limited to 3 shades.
What if they're wearing like lightning lipstick?
Well,
super purple.
pretty sure they can't. I'm pretty sure they even have lipstick requirements as well.
Yeah, I used to be friends with the Emirates flight attendant.
Oh, okay, cool.
And she would tell me that they had to go live in a dorm.
Okay.
In Dubai.
Okay.
I think it was Dubai. There's a dorm. They have a curfew. So that all the flight attendants, they have to be in the dorm by curfew, and they have to do it for like the whole time they're working for Emirates.
So they can't. They're not allowed to go out.
Yeah, I mean, their housing is free.
Right.
But they have to abide by the rules of the dorm.
Okay.
And they must stay in the dorm. So if you work for them, you're living here. You have a curfew.
Another one is obviously like British Airways. You need be well presented, so you need to iron all your stuff. Blazers need to be immaculate. You would fail on that, bro, because you hate to iron.
Yeah. And you need to speak with a British accent.
That's right. Iron and crisp shirts at all times. You know what? Reading this,
You would be a good.
I would be a great flight attendant, and I match, and I'm 5'5" and a half. So
you match the. Can you lift 50 pounds? I don't know if you can.
Yeah, from the floor, I could do it. I
don't know, man.
I mean, I might not be able to do the pounds above my head, and I'm really good with customer service, and I could put up with a lot of things like crying babies.
Yeah, you'd be pretty good.
I'd be
you
good.
should go be a flight attendant. I recently flew first class Korean Airlines. If you guys want to see that, check out my blog. That was crazy. That was crazy because I mean I always try to be nice to the flight attendants because I feel like they might put up with a lot of stuff. So
Same here.
I mean the service was awesome. Everybody's so cool. I think definitely the airlines in Asia, they have also it's not listed here.
Etiquette training?
No. I think they have like a beauty requirement. Like a physical attractiveness requirement.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have that. Like
but
in
no,
America,
but like here they don't care, right? Because there's no law that says, yo, you can't hire someone.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's against the.
But over there it's blatant. It's like we want people who are attractive.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Dude,
like,
why not?
All Asian airlines are like, we want people who are attractive. That's what they want.
I'm for that. I'm not like a chauvinist, but why not? I like that.
Wow. Yeah. It's whatever. All right. Thanks for watching.
But hey, what's the worst service airline that you've been on?
American, we're United, we're Continental.
Why is that, man?
US Airways.
Like,
I feel like they're so jaded. I feel like they're just like we've been doing this a long time.
It's crazy though.
But I'm just saying, you go to the Asian airlines, they're so nice.
But Virgin,
so nice.
Virgin's
nice. Virgin is nice.
Delta's nice.
I don't know about Delta.
Really?
I don't fly Delta a lot.
Yeah, but all those,
the US, the Americans. Oh my God, so
they should put them through nice training school.
Seriously,
they're not
nice people. Are they all from New York?
So basically, it dispels my view of like, oh, a stewardess or steward only needs to learn XYZ. Which,
well, they don't call that anymore. They call them flight attendants.
Why don't they call it stewards?
That's derogatory.
Why?
I don't know. But now they call it flight attendants.
Okay, flight attendants. Yeah. I used to think that I didn't think lowly of them, but I'm like, oh, it's not a hard job. But this actually sounds like you need a lot of training and you need to have a lot of like pay attention to a lot of these requirements. How much do they? I mean, do they pay
I don't know.
well?
I'm sure they pay well.
I don't know.
A lot of people do it. You can travel for free.
Yeah, but it's not like you could get off and just go have fun for a week. You gotta get right back on the plane.
No, I mean, if your schedule works out, you can like fly somewhere and stay there for a week, and then you can come back. There you go. You get. I think you get free companion tickets.
And I do like airline food.
Ew.